Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I wanted to come on and do a little craft with me with a new set from Scrap Diva Designs. This set will be available on this Saturday, March 1st. It's part of the March release. So I will link the website down below. It's a referral link. If you place an order through that link, I do get a commission. So thank you guys to everybody who uses that. It helps me and my channel out a lot. Also, use my coupon code at checkout at Scrap Diva Designs to get 10% off, and that code is Strawberry Cream. So this die will be available, like I said, on March 1st, along with all of the other ones that I showed in my March release video. I have a Scrap Diva Designs playlist on my channel in case you want to go and check that out. So this die set is called the Butterfly set. And it comes with all of these different dies. It comes with 4 different size butterflies. It goes from this larger one to that smaller one. It comes with layering pieces for the bodies, one for each size, and that's it. And then you can go ahead and use these together, combine them in different ways, and just make some really pretty butterflies for spring embellishments, Mother's Day projects, Easter, whatever. You can use butterflies all year long. And like I said in my video when I showed this die set originally, sorry, this keeps flying around. These dies have these really nice lines that emboss into your paper. So it makes them really easy to shape, you know, if you just want to like lift up the sides of the wings. And yeah, so when I do butterflies, I like to add vellum wings. I usually cut out the base piece out of like a pretty pattern paper or a solid paper. Then I cut it out again in vellum and just glue them onto the middle of the body. But I thought, let's try something different and use our embossing folders and emboss the vellum and then cut it out and add it onto our butterflies. I know I'm always looking for new ways to use my embossing folders. I don't use them as much as I probably should, but I was glad to think of a way to use them with this project. So let me show you a few that I made and then we'll make some together. Okay, so this is one example, and this one is, let's say, this one is the second to smallest size. So I cut this one out of pretty pattern paper, and the papers I use for these projects is the new one from Park Lane. This is their Easter collection. You can get it at Joann's while they're still around. So I used some papers from there. I cut out the base in one of the pretty papers from there. And then I also used some gold vellum paper. And this vellum paper came from Hobby Lobby. I remember it was in a clearance pack a while ago, but I'm pretty sure they still have colored vellum. And I don't use it that much. I thought this would be a great use for it. And if you could see there are little dots embossed in that vellum. So I'll show you the embossing folders I use. I just wanted to show you the projects here. And then I cut, or the projects first, and then I cut the layering base piece out of some solid blue paper from, that is from AC Cardstock. And then I just added some gold diamond dots down the body. And when I glued on the vellum, I just glued it onto the center so the wings would flap up a little bit. I love how that looks with vellum. And the good thing about doing vellum or using vellum in this way is you don't see any glue through the vellum because it's all under the body. So that's the first one. Let me measure this one too while we're here. So this one is, it's about, let's see, 1 7/8 inches top to bottom. And side to side, it is, let's see if it's flat, it's about 2 1/4 inches. So such a pretty little butterfly, I thought, and I love that little dot embossing folder. The next one I did, this was the smallest one, and very similar. I used the same embossing folder. This one I used on some just plain clear vellum. And I used some gold shimmer paper for the layering piece and then added some green diamond dots to go with the green paper. So this is the smallest, and this one is, let's say, about 1 1/2 inches by 1 3/4 inches. So love that vellum again. It just adds such a nice lightness to your butterflies. And then this one is the second to largest size, and I used a different embossing folder for this one. This is a Lisa Horton embossing folder, and it leaves really pretty flowers and leaves on it. And then I added these little gem flowers. I had gotten them, I won them, I think, from a giveaway, and I love them. They're from Michael's originally, but I just added them onto the wings and then one onto the body as well. There's that pretty paper from collection. So this one measures, let's see, I do top to bottom first, about 2 3/8 by 2 and, well, almost 2 3/4. Was I right? 2 3/8? Yeah. Okay, so there's that one. And then the largest one, I added 2 different layers of vellum. So this one, the base piece is pattern paper from the collection, and I thought the butterfly paper went nicely. Then I used that gold vellum paper for the second layer, and this is cut out with the same die, the largest one. And then I used the second to smallest die to cut out this piece of vellum, and this is just the plain vellum, and layered that on top. And I just cut the bodies off. I cut the bodies off of all the vellum pieces before I glued them on. Sorry, I cut the heads off and the antenna off of all the vellum pieces before I glued them on because I didn't need those. I just wanted them for the wings. So I love how this multi-layer looks, and it looks really good, I think, in the largest butterfly. So this one measures, let's see, this one is about 2 3/4 top to bottom. All measurements are approximate, by 3 1/4. So really nice sizes of butterflies, so easy to make. Oh, and this one I added Nuvo drops going up and down the body. I just wanted to see how that would look, and I think it looks super cute. So, you know, you can go crazy embellishing these, putting flowers on them, whatever you want to do, but just wanted to give you the basics right now. All right, so these are the embossing folders I used. This is the pretty one that I used on, say, like this, the clear vellum, the smaller layer on the top. This is one by Lisa Horton. It's called Modern Florals A6 Button Blooms. And you just use it in your die cutting machine the way you would do any embossing folder. Just put your piece of vellum in there instead of pattern paper, or instead of paper. And then I also used this one. This is the just dotted one that I had. And I think this is from Joann's. I'm not sure. I just have it in my embossing folder basket just like this. So, and I had put a piece in there to show you what it looks like, and I just embossed a plain sheet of vellum. So yeah, it came out really, really good. And I've used vellum in embossing folders before, but not in a long time. So I thought it'd be fun to do it again. And then I did use this one as well. This was also a Joann's one, I'm pretty sure. Could have been from Allie. I don't think so. But I don't know if I used that in any of those butterflies. This is what it looks like when you run it through your die cutting machine. So also very pretty. I tried to pick out ones that had like small designs since it's a, you know, small kind of project. So those are the embossing folders I used. So I went ahead and ran them through. This was a piece of vellum that I had. This is an old one from crepe paper, and it's kind of like a mottled green vellum. I actually already had it die cut like this with the scallop, so I just ran this piece through my machine and with the little dotted embossing folder, and I think it just looks so pretty. And then let's see what else I did. Okay, there's another one of the clear or plain vellum. Here's one of that Lisa Horton embossing folder, and it's just so pretty with those button flowers. I mean, so many times we don't use our vellum either, right? And especially if you have colored vellum, I think it's kind of hard to use. So this is a great use for it. Also, Lawn Fawn just came out this month with some colored vellum packs. So actually I tried to get one on a cherry on top, but they had already sold out. And here I used that Lisa Horton, right? Yeah. Embossing folder on some gold vellum. And look how beautiful that is, right? So now I'm just going to go ahead and die cut these with the dies, with the butterfly dies. I have pre-cut some bodies already with different papers, more of the gold shimmer ones, some of green, some of blue. And then I did a base layer of each size with that same paper collection from Joann's. There's that one, there's this one, and then this one. And I thought we would just like put them together. So let me go ahead and die cut out some vellum shapes, and I'll be right back. All right, so I've got a bunch of vellum shapes cut out. I've got the base pieces, I've got the bodies. So I thought I'd just kind of, you know, pick and choose and see what looked good with what. This is how they look like when you're done die cutting the vellum pieces. That one broke a little bit, but that's okay. I just cut the little heads off. Oops. just like that, just because we don't need them, like I said. So we'll take the biggest one and practice, like if we put this one on here, and then I really liked how this one looked with the second layer of vellum. So let's see if we add like a smaller green one, how would that look? Yeah, I don't know about that with that dark paper in the background. That doesn't really look nice. Maybe if we use the gold vellum, that's like a smaller one. Let's see. Okay, so maybe if we use the white vellum for the big one, and then maybe the gold one to go on top of that. I like how that looks. Yeah, and this one is the second to largest size, or second to smallest size. Okay, so to glue them on, I just use wet glue, and I just put, let's see, I take my base piece and add a little bit of wet glue there. I use Nouveau Deluxe adhesive, that's my favorite. And then you just glue on the body part. And then you could fluff out the vellum a little bit here, or just wait to do that later. And those lines, they cut out from the die, but that's okay. They don't go like all the way to the edge, and it just makes it even wispier, which I like. All right, so there's that. And then we'll add the next piece, which is this one. So I'm just going to add glue on the back of the vellum piece because it is smaller than the base piece. And just kind of center the wings on the wings behind it. Just press it down like so. And then we'll take a body. So I have two bodies cut out for the largest size. There's the green one we could use. That looks nice. Or the gold one. The gold one I actually stamped a little face on. Looks like I drew it, but it's a lawn fawn, like teeny tiny one from one of the mouse stamp sets I have. So I don't know if it really goes with this, you know, kind of romantic feel, but you know what? I'm just gonna, no, yeah, it doesn't really go because it's gold and gold, but yeah, I think that'll be cute for maybe different paper. So we'll just use the green one for this time. Okay, so I'm gonna add green glue to the back of the green piece. And if you have a fine tip glue pen, that works best, or a glue nozzle. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. Okay, so we'll add that onto the butterfly and just line it up. Make sure everything lines up right. Glue those antennae on. You want to work kind of quick with this glue. It gives you a little bit of time to wiggle it around, but not that much. Okay, so, oh, look how pretty that looks. All right, so I'm just gonna like gently bend the wings in a little bit. And that, you don't have to use embossing folders at all with this technique. You could just use your plain vellum, and I do that usually with butterflies, and I like how that looks. But I just thought, something different. And these butterflies are so pretty. I love how the big size of this one, you can really see the details on the embossing. So I think that one came out so pretty. All right, let's go to, why don't we do the smallest one now? We'll work that way. So this is the one I cut out of the smallest die, or with the smallest die. So what kind of vellum do I have? I've got, okay, so this is the one, the dotted embossing folder with that kind of blue-green vellum. And I guess you could use either side, but I guess that one's the prettiest, yeah. So I think, yeah, let's use this one for this little guy. So he's cute, right? And you can kind of see the paper through it, and since it's not glued down, you could always see it anyway through it. All right, so let's glue that one on. I'm gonna add glue to the vellum on this one. And I had already cut the little head off, an antenna. And I wouldn't use acetate because that's not flexible enough to work like vellum, you know, like as wings. I mean, you could if you want to. Go up and do whatever you want to do. I just wouldn't recommend it, I don't think. If you try it, let me know. Okay, so there's that, and let's find a little body. I like the gold one with this, so we'll glue the gold body on. Get our wet glue. Our weather has been so much nicer this week than last week, so kind of, you know, gives you hope that spring is coming when that happens. So making spring projects is really fun way to celebrate that, I guess. All right, so we're going to glue him on. Make sure those antennae are correct. Just hold the body down while you fluff up the wings. Oh, look how cute that is. It's so pretty. I love the colored vellum. I'm going to look for some more, maybe like next time I go to Hobby Lobby, see what they have. Maybe just get a couple single sheets if they have that. If they have single sheets there, can you let me know? I don't think I've really looked for single sheets of different color vellum before. I have like so much of the, you know, plain frosted vellum because that's so easy to get. You could get that, you know, at Hobby Lobby or wherever in packs, but the colored one I think is harder to find. All right, so far we made the larger one and the smaller one. So let's make the second to largest one. So we have this one, we have the gold one that would fit on top. And then we also have, let's see, how can we combine these at the end? Maybe if we did the gold one and then tried the smaller one on top of that. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's do that. So I had pre-cut off the head. This one I ripped a little bit, but I'm not even going to worry about it. If you guys watch my channel, I don't, you know, let little things like that bother me. These are homemade items, and you won't even notice that. Especially if you add a bunch of embellishments to it. All right, so we'll add the gold. Okay, and then we'll add this color too. We'll use that side. And I'm using my glue press. It's the My Sweet Petunia glue press, which seems to be clogging a little. I don't know, it could be because it's cold down here. Just center it on the wings. Doesn't matter what the body looks like since you're going to be covering that up. All right, now we got to pick out a body. So I think this is the only color I have of this size. So, I don't think I like that one. I'm going to cut a gold one out, or a different color. Let's see. Since I'm using, I could do any color. I guess gold would be all right. Yeah, I'm going to do gold. I'll be right back. All right, I die cut that out of the gold shimmer paper. Let me just poke it out of my die. Okay, so we have that, and we're going to glue that right on top. Get our glue, and I did unclog my glue. I just took a stainless steel needle and just poked it in the end. I'm not good at recapping this glue before I leave for the day. I just kind of stick it in the holder, so sometimes it gets clogged. Don't be like me. You should go ahead and cap yours. But I forget. All right, so I'll put that on, and it's definitely too much glue. But I like this glue because it dries clear anyway. All right, oh, that looks so pretty, right? Got glue all over me. All right, so that's that one. We have one more to do, which is this size. So this one, let's see what we have left. We have a big one, can't use that. We've got a smaller vellum, and we have this one. So none of them really work. Maybe we'll just use, no, that's too small. All right, I'm gonna have to cut out another piece of vellum for this size, which is this one. So let's see what I'm gonna use a gold body. So maybe we'll just do a white piece of vellum. Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll use that other embossing folder that I haven't used yet. Hang on. So I cut that out. We're going to cut off his little head. Just moved it over so it would fall over. Okay, and then this is going to go on top of that. Add our glue. These are actually very fun to make, and you know, I think to embellish them will be really fun too with flowers. You could put sentiments on these, you know, smaller sentiments. I just wasn't exactly sure what I'm going to use them for, and I just wanted to show the basic technique today. All right, so we have that for the vellum layer, and then we're going to take, what one did I say? I think gold, right? Yeah, gold for the body. And then maybe we'll add some Nouveau drops or something on there too, and then just call it a day. So I love that this set comes with the 4 different sizes of butterflies, because not only can you make 4 different sizes, you can combine them. And I think when you add the different layers of vellum, it just makes them, you know, really like pretty and just flighty looking and airy. So cute. Oh, I love these. I think they're just lovely. Okay, so those are the 4 that I made, and I'll save those body parts for other things. So I'll show you how I add Nouveau drops, because diamond dots, you know, you just glue them onto there, and that's how it works. All right, I brought a few greenish blue ones over just to try. This is like a transparent jewel drop. This one is called Aqua Plains. Yeah, it might work because it's pretty clear. This one is a crystal drop duck egg blue. I don't think that'll work. And then this one is crystal drop, and this is woodland green. So green would definitely go, but I'm thinking it might be too dark for this. So I think I'm going to use this one. It does dry translucent, which is kind of the feel I'm going for. So I'm just going to do a test couple of drops, just because if you store it like not upside down, it could have an air bubble there. So yeah, that looks fine. So I just go bloop bloop, and yeah, I'll show you. All right, so we're gonna start at the top of the neck and go, if you could see, bloop, 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 and then one more, bloop, bloop. Yeah, that looks good. And that really matches the embossing folder too. That one maybe needs to be a little bit bigger. Another little bloop. All right, that's fine. The bottom one is just bigger, but that's okay, you know, it's nature. So, okay, that is what I wanted to share with you today. How to make these butterflies, how to use your embossing folders with vellum to add wings and just to make them really nice and light and airy. Feel free to use any combination you would like. Use all sorts of embellishments, different kinds of paper. So if you have any questions, please leave them in a comment and I'll get back to you. I can't link the product down below yet just because it won't be available until Saturday, March 1st, but I will always leave my referral link in my description box for Scrap Diva Designs, and it will be on the new arrivals page on Saturday. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to use my coupon code Strawberry Cream at checkout at scrapdivadesigns.com, and that'll save you 10% off of your order. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, take care. Bye.